What's up, boys? So while I'm waiting for some parts to get here, I can't work on the top right now until I figure that out. So we're going to take a look at the boots. These are Doc Martens. I got them a while back. They're pretty nice boots. I got them specifically for Jinx. I did wear them already, which is why they're a bit dusty. You can see they've got this kind of floral pattern on the inside. So I'm gonna take that out. So Jinx, she's got the tops folded down like this. Let's just unlace them first. Okay. So here you can really see the inside of it. It only goes down to right here. So I may not have to take all of it out because you're not gonna be able to see past like right here. This is gonna fold over like so. Tongue is gonna be out a bit. So I don't need to take all of it out, but it might just work better that all of it comes out. I'm not sure. The thing is, so I'll probably have to cut around the grommets because I'm not taking the grommets out and putting them back in. I really don't want to do that. I want to leave this as untouched as possible. It's even on the inside of this part here. So I got the shoelaces. This is very, very bright. So I'm gonna try and like dirty it up, scuff it up a bit so it looks a little bit more used and not as fresh like this. Because she's been through some stuff. I'm gonna get started on this. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video. The way I like to do my cosplays is I like to be very authentic and real in terms of like what would this character actually wear in reality. So it's like if it looks like they're wearing metal, I try to use actual metal. I don't have anything against foam or whatever. It's just that's the way I like to do it. And so it can take me a little more time to do cosplays. And that's usually how I do it. I work on it as I go and then I finish it whenever and then I wear it to whatever event is next. I'm never like making a cosplay for an event. I did that like one time before and I'm doing it now. So sometimes I have to make compromises on what material to use or something or another just because it's just not gonna work a certain way. The thing about like animated characters or stuff like that is sometimes it doesn't always work bringing their outfit into reality because what works in the cartoon doesn't work in real life. It's kind of finding that right balance between what it would look like in real life without being too much or whatever. So I'm gonna get started on this. You can see the floral pattern through here. That's a little piece there. That can be cut. I have a bazillion reference photos. When she's like first walking out. All right, let's get started. If you look at her boots, the tongue on the left one is shorter and the right one hangs out and sticks out, it's longer. So the left one, it looks like it's like been cut or something. I really don't want to cut this because like I said, I want to keep the boots in good shape. I want to be accurate, but then I also don't want to, they're just really nice boots. My thought process is like, okay, can I fold it over? Can I do something in such a way to make whatever I'm doing not permanent as to preserve said boot? Everybody does their cosplays differently. That's one of the coolest things I like about cosplay is you could take one character, one outfit, and have it be done in so many different ways because everybody's imagining it differently and executing it differently. So this one's gonna be lace and then this one kind of just hangs out. So you'd have the two of them like that. This thing right here, you can see it's not attached to the back outside. It pops up, so it's only sewed into the cloth here. So if I take the cloth off, this comes off. This just folds over and it tucks in here, or if you've got this folded down, you can strap it here. So I don't necessarily need it, but I'll probably end up just sewing it back on to the leather once I take the cloth off so that it's there. What do you want? I do have this loop here. Actually, hold on. She's got a piece of metal on the tongue of the boot. Right here. So this little loop might actually be a great way to attach that so it's not permanent. I think about these things like, what's the problem with making it permanent? Why not just glue it on there or something? And then the other part of my head is like, because that'll ruin the leather. It's gonna ruin the boot. That's fine because that's the whole point, right? This is the battle that goes in between trying to be as authentic and accurate as possible, but also preserving things like this. Like, this is a very nice boot. I like taking my time with cosplays because I don't like to make quick decisions. I'm amazed at the cosplayers who can throw out an outfit in like 2 weeks or something. I'm like, how? You're a wizard. Gotten all the way down to here. I don't need to go all the way down here. I'll probably just go, I probably could stop right here, honestly. I think I might do that because there's a natural kind of seam here. You can see it, there's a natural seam here. And that's a really good place to tie off a bunch of the thread. The existing thread that's in here, I want to leave some length so I can tie that off so that doesn't unravel down farther. I'll leave this the length there. All this thread can come off. This works out pretty well because there's a tiny bit of a lip here and I can cut this so that it slides underneath here and then sew that down so that's pretty out of the way. And then this, it feels a little bit tacky because of the glue, so I might try and do something about that. My cosplays make me think of, when I said like accurate and real, like use actual metal, use actual leather, that just made me think, you know, like historical reenactment, for example, the Civil War or something, the wool coats. Can you imagine how hot those were? But they wear them because they're accurate. That is what I'm talking about. If it's heavier, I will wear it because it's accurate. Jinx is the right cosplay for having things not be too perfect. You don't have to worry about that with this outfit because that's not her character. Like, she's messy, she's been wearing these clothes, she's, you know, got them dirtied, she's been in battle with them, things have ripped, things have gotten blood on them. So it's not perfect, which makes it a little bit easier to be less accurate. Finish this part. Boom. So all of the floral pattern has been removed from here down to here. This part here is kind of tucked under here for now, but I might put just a little bit of glue there to keep it kind of in place. And then I re-sewed around the edges. I don't know if you can see this. Keep that thread border there looking kind of nice. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other shoe. Yeah, it's coming along. We'll see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching.